So hi everyone, Craig Hanson here guys. Welcome to my video and I hope you're well. Guys, this is a very interesting one where we're looking at the averages of movement of the great ball strikers and where they are in exactly the same positions. This is like a blueprint for your success. The closer you get to these positions, the better that you're going to hit it. Now let's have a look here at Adam Scott on the left. Now you can see like the shadow effect that I've drawn over his body. Watch what actually happens here, guys. And later in the video, we're going to be looking at some less skilled players and really how they get into very similar positions. Have a look at this. All right, now you can see how that body's moved from its original position. Look at that. And let's have a look at McIlroy here on the right. What a ball striker this guy is. He just wants to squeeze his way down into this position here. Have a look at this. Now you're looking at really exact movements. It's often interesting, you know, the commentators, and they probably mean it well, but they always say that how Adam Scott keeps his spine angle. But you can see there's quite a bit of movement down. And when we're looking at averages of movement, right, you've got to chip away. It's not hard to improve your golf. You just got to get on the right track and get the good information, right? So when we're looking at some of the numbers of movements, we've got lateral movement in the swing. The average is 4 to 6 inches. Okay, that's the tour average. So you can see that line that I've drawn up there, all right? 4 to 6 inches. I'll write it there so it sticks in your head. Now you can see that line that I've drawn up. This is what I call the wall. So if you've seen some of my other videos, or my clients, or the people in world-class instruction, they know these lines here. So you're looking at a number of different positions here, right? So you can get a gauge when you draw that line up of where you are. So you get in there and analyze your own swings. We teach you sort of how to teach yourselves. Now when you're looking at this position here, this is an interesting one. We draw a line down to the middle of the left hand and we work our way across and we've got a right angle. Now you've got numbers here, right? Now for me, when I'm looking at these numbers, once it gets, you know, over 20 degrees, people start chunking it and around this area here, right? There's people start hitting it fat, hitting it thin, because the angle that they lose here, the club touches the ground before it touches the ball. So you're hitting it fat, you're hitting it thin, you're getting a mixture of really bad shots. So guys, like, to hit solid shots, you need to do a couple of things. It's not just positive thinking or having, you know, nice pants on. You can't order this one in Amazon, right? So to hit solid shots, you've got to get your low point right. You've got to get the low point of the swing circle correct so that you can, you know, the low point is about 4 inches in front of the ball. So that's where the club starts to ascend. So you've got to hit this thing on the way down, and to do that, you've got to use the evidence-based material. You've got to get position your body in the positions where they are. That's why they're there, because they're in these positions because they make more money. All right? So you've got to understand that you're not going to be able to do it with just, you know, jumping on a random video and trying that, and that's going to help me out. You've all got your mobile phones there. Let's have a look at the impact position. We've all got our mobile phones over, so we can all get in there and film our swing. It's very easy to do. You're looking at your shaft lean, tour average, you're looking at about 12 degrees. These guys have got a bit more. Okay, so you're looking at these numbers here, 74, 73, 74 by both players. So what we'll do is when we start to look at the club players, they're actually miles away, miles away. The further that you are away from these positions, the worse you're going to hit it. All right, the further that you are away. So looking at these positions here, now what I've done is you can see here, we've got a line here, checkpoints, head down over the ball. You know, if you've got quite a bit of lag here, you can get away with the left eye being over the golf ball. If you don't have as much lag, and there's a few players out here that, you know, on tour that don't have as much angle here, you need a bit more movement in this direction. And I've taken a number, we've got 60 separate series, but one of them on world-class golf instruction is the lag and compression series, where there's a number of videos explaining low point and how to fix it, and you can get in there. And the other one is your wrist alignments. Obviously, to hit a golf ball straight, you need to get the club face square and get the path right. Okay, but these positions, this is your blueprint here. This is the area where you get down into, and great players are in this position. So when we have a look here at Tiger Woods, and I won't draw as many lines here, but what we'll do is we'll go down and we'll get into that same position here, and you see sort of the same thing, don't you? You know, you're going to be seeing this right angle, you're going to be seeing this line cover the golf ball here. We draw a line up through this left leg, and all of a sudden we're in a similar position. All right. So now it's just important to understand that, isn't it? Now, club golfers, when you see them, we draw a line up here and we come down, and this is, you know, sort of a repeating theme. we see them come down. And it's not just that they're a little bit away, they're miles away. Look at that front angle, 53 degrees, 39, 20 is the border. But, by getting these angles, understanding how to improve them, getting a little bit of movement in this direction. When you've got room in here, you see that there's got air, right? You're going to lose this angle, and this is what happens when people start to, the club's already on the ground. All right, so the good players, we'll see Adam Scott on this side. You'll see that club come down. See how that it's still in the air. There's an angle of attack, and that is coming down. And it's going to be pressed out, and the divot's out in front. So they're never hitting it fat, never hitting it thin. Whereas the club players, it's hard to repeat that, to skim it across the top and just catch the ball. You're going to chunk it, you're going to flip it, and you're not getting pressure. And unfortunately, people are just not really getting in there and understanding, what they're doing. And, just the simple setups. And when we have a look, here's another gentleman here just coming down, losing that angle, but by a long way. And golf's hard, but it's not that hard. It's what people just don't really know what they're working on. The club golfers may not get to that position there, but they can sure get into here, and they can get through this wall, and they can hit a lot more clean shots and press them out. Okay, so very, very important to notice. World-class golf instruction has over 700 detailed videos for every golfer. Practice programs and evidence-based material is applied to helping you to become your own coach and play your best golf. Join us in the chat room and join the community of world-class golf instruction. Some of the other areas that we're seeing by club players is really, very poor shoulder tilts and shoulder turns. All right, so it's starting to come out now, a little bit of information, thank God. But you're seeing players really, when we start drawing lines up, and we get a line up here over the golf ball here, when we compare this type of, because most people are really just looking at plane, and they're not looking deep enough into the shoulder work and the wrist alignments. So they're not really looking at their pivot numbers and getting these shoulder planes. There's 46 degrees. The tour average 39 to 45, but we're seeing most club golfers just really, really, really flat, unfortunately, in this position. And that, to me, looks like he wants to hit this thing really off a table or something. He's not going to be physically able to press that golf ball out when the shoulder plane is really 15 degrees away from the average. And to now to hit it, he's going to have to tip the machine over, and this right arm's going to come over, and that's the only way. And otherwise it's coming over, crashing into the wall and not bringing it down. And there's your slot, people, bringing it down into this position here. The closer you get to these positions, the better you're going to hit it. So guys, if you're looking for really being busy with online lessons, it's been fantastic, overwhelming to help so many people. So if you're after some online lessons, you want to really get on the right track, check out CraigHansonGolf.com. We'll get you moving in the right direction. And world-class golf instruction, it really has been an absolute pleasure, especially the deep to shallow swing style, where we're really just helping so many club golfers, such an easier way to hit the golf ball. So guys, jump on the platform, take a look around. You can join for free and have a look around, and there's a 30-day money back guarantee. So there's no risks, there's no loops. It's just people wanting great information on a platform that's just got so much practice programs and wonderful information, just to really, and it's all in one place, and we're not conflicting, and there's not so many talking heads and everybody telling you how to do it. So jump on board, join the community, join the family, and we'll get you going. All right, guys. Yeah, interesting look into the swing geometry and actually the main pieces needed to hit good shots.